Week 3 English Language Essay Writing. This week in essay writing, the topic given is my best friend. Before we come to the topic, my best friend, we need to revise the structure of the essay. As you have learned earlier, an essay should have an introduction, the body, and the conclusion. The introduction. The introduction is the first part of an essay. It is the one that introduces your subject and presents your stance on it. It is also called an argument, which means that you will have to explain what led to the decision of writing about that topic. The introduction should also capture the interest of readers, so make sure that it is interesting enough so that no one will get bored while reading it. The final sentence should be the one that connects the introduction to the body. If your introduction is not interesting, the reader would never continue reading your whole essay, and it should be interesting. Make sure that you add some interesting parts in it. Now, coming to the body. The body can be either of one paragraph or more than one paragraph, but at your level, you can write of one paragraph as well. The body can have more paragraphs, and it is up to you to decide how many you need in order to convey the subject. Each paragraph should have solid arguments, and you should be able to convince the readers. Don't forget to offer relevant examples so that straight your ideas in a better way. For example, you are writing about your best friend, you say he's very kind. So give some example that why are you calling him kind? Why do you think he's kind? Now coming to the last part of the essay, the conclusion. This is the final part of your essay, so it might be more important than you think since it represents the last impression of the reader. The conclusion should sum up your essay and it should be long enough to cover all the important points. You can also use transitions such as in conclusion or to sum up and then continue by restating your original argument from the introduction. Now, some of the main questions were given in your assignment that you need to cover in your essay. The first one is what is a friend? You need to describe what a friend means to you. Some of the examples I've given to you. Friendship is a relationship of mutual affection between people. It is a stronger form of interpersonal bond than an association. A friend stands by you consistently both when you are present and when you are not. Friends are loyal and accept you for who you are during the good times and bad times. Good friends are also honest. You can add anything else as well. For example, for me, a friend is a person who I can share my secrets with. So for you, whatever the definition of friend is for you, include that. Friends fight for you, respect you, include you, encourage you, need you, deserve you, and stand by you. Coming to the next question, how long have you known him or her? These are some of the phrases that you can use to describe the length of your relationship with your friend. Since childhood, a few months, a year or so, a few years, a decade, since the dawn of time for almost 8 years. Now, the good qualities in your friend. You need to tell why you like your friend and what are the good qualities in him, and also give examples that why, if you are saying he is kind, you need to give example with it that which actions of his made you believe that he is kind. Similarly, with gentle, strong, resilient, caring, assertive, hardworking, reliable, honest, practical, etc. These are the list of good qualities that can be in your friend. Now coming to the bad qualities or the characteristics that you do not like. Can be dishonest, cruel, selfish, hypocritical. Hypocritical basically means that the person who thinks that he is above all, he is better than everyone else. And like the good qualities, when you are giving the bad qualities, you will tell why you think that he has this quality. You have to give an example of his action along with it. Then coming to the next part, that is activities you do together. Some of the examples I've given you can be painting, going to amusement park, having a bonfire, going to concert, restaurant, or any other activity that you do with your friend. You have to mention in it. Now, I've given some list of adjectives that you can use to describe your friend, and examples are given with it that when can you use these words. For example, the first word, affable. It is used to describe when that he's easy to talk to. Instead of writing he's easy to talk to, you can use the word affable. Similarly, if your friend says please and thank you a lot, instead of writing that he is always saying please and thank you, you can write he is polite or he is respectful or well mannered. To make your essay more interesting, so you can use new words and new vocabulary to enhance your essay writing. Some more list of adjectives for you. Go through them, read them, understand them, and then use them. Now, this is the last list of adjectives. All can be used to describe your friend in your essay. But don't overfill your essay with all these words. Just choose the adjectives that you want to write. Don't fill it with all of them.